Oh, no, that's okay. Thank you, though. Would you like to hold one? Oh, okay.
But I'm on your side. Move up front. We're not holding the line here. Move on up front.
Great. All fired up? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you too. See you in Cincinnati. Smile, get everybody in here. Smiling. Just hiding over there. They're still coming in there. You know, there's a word of James's Are you ready for James? Let's hear it for James. Give him a big round of applause.
My name is James Hemphill. I'm a 17-year-old environmental activist who has worked for the health of Virginia's environment, especially in the Chesapeake Bay. What started out 6 years ago as a few small cleanups has evolved into the removal of 5,000 pounds of debris and the creation this year of 2 oyster reefs with 11.5 tons of material and countless opportunities to educate people about the importance of the environment, whether it's the ocean that teaches us and provides our economic background, or whether it's the wildlife and water we love around our homes, or a simple walk in First Landing State Park. This way of life is now threatened. We have built our businesses, our homes, and our communities along the water. As the tides rise and storms become fiercer, we must now react to defend this way of life. The best way to react to these challenges is to have a group of experts, people who know what they are doing, who can prepare us, who come from a wide variety of life experiences and knowledge. The Climate Change Commission is one step in that preparation, a team from diverse backgrounds and experiences working to find the best solution. I would now like to thank our 72nd Governor, Governor McAuliffe, for taking the foresight to prepare us for this challenge and helping both the current generation and our posterity.
James and I were actually together the other day. We had another historic day. We had for the first time ever, we had all the governors of the watershed come together about 10 days ago up in Annapolis to sign the new Chesapeake Bay Agreement. Which, through the efforts of Virginians, you know, we hadn't been really that helpful the last couple of years on the agreement. But the new governor, there are consequences to elections, and we added some words. We added now the agreement now includes the words climate change, which was and the word toxins are now included. So those were all Virginia efforts to do that. And James, they had a whole group of student reps, and he was our representative for Virginia, and he has done a magnificent job. I thank you for all coming out here today. It is exciting. We are also joined, we are blessed to have the Lieutenant Governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia, Ralph North. We are blessed to have our Secretary of Transportation, and he and I are working very hard to make sure we're doing things that are better for the environment, like we just announced rail from Norfolk to Virginia Beach. Let's get cars off the roads. Secretary of Public Safety and Homeland Security, who has been a long advocate for the environment, and his brother, actually, Jim, has been a great leader in the United States Congress. But Brian Moran is in the House. course, our great Secretary of Natural Resources, former Mayor of Hampton, who has been a long advocate of protecting the environment and our parks, our one and only Molly Ward. Bipartisan group, members of the General Assembly. We have Senator Richard Stewart who's here with us. Where is Senator Stewart? He is here in spirit. Where is he? He's not here. Okay. Ron Villanueva. I saw Ron coming in. Give him a great wave. LG Howell, Delegate LG Howell is here with us. Delegate Eileen Fillercorn in the back of the room. Let me first say, we are here today, as you know, to officially sign my Executive Order number 19, which reconstitutes the Climate Change and Resiliency Commission, which has not met for the last 4 years. We are now reconstituting it, folks. As you know, was started by Governor Kane. It was originally given the task of plotting out the Commonwealth's comprehensive response to climate change. Unfortunately, once the commission finished its work, the plan was shelved. And as I say, the commission never met again. But let me be honest with you folks, climate change is way too big an issue for anyone to ignore. Whether you call it recurring flooding or sea level rise or any other euphemism you may want, the facts are plain. Climate change is real, and humans contribute to climate change, folks. Yeah! Climate is changing, sea levels are rising, and humans are part of that cause. In fact, we all spent this morning down at Virginia Beach at Camp Pendleton because we have to prepare for evacuations in the case of a hurricane or major storm. This is a big, big issue for us, folks. Obviously, with the storms the way they are, more erratic, more intense. We were in Norfolk just last week. They had a 45-minute rainstorm, and half the roads were shut down. We tried to move around. And just a rainstorm. So we can't deny what's going on. Streets are closed. Businesses have to close. As you know, Norfolk, unfortunately, how many live in Norfolk? Okay, as you know, Norfolk has just been identified is the second most at-risk city in the United States of America. The only city in worse situation is? New Orleans. Very good. New Orleans. But that's why we have to be proactive. We have to prepare ourselves. So my Climate Change Commission, which we are signing this order today, will take Governor Kane's report. We will update it, and we will now prioritize it with recommendations to me. After the commission completes its study, I want to have a prioritized list, very specific of what we need to do to implement this plan. For those of you who worked hard on my campaign understand that when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So I want I want specifics. I want very specific things that we need to do. And the recommendations will deal with two areas. The first is how we can reduce the Commonwealth's contribution to the causes of climate change. This part of the Commission's work will focus on things like greenhouse gas emissions, renewable energy, and green infrastructure. I talked a lot in the campaign about how we have to build a 21st century economy. A green economy, a renewable energy economy, is at the forefront of those 21st century jobs. We should be looking at I want to look out at that coastline and I want to see wind turbines going. I also want to make sure that we manufacture the blades, the poles, and the turbines. The second issue that we will deal with is how we can prepare ourselves for the effects of climate change. As Earth's climate is altered and disrupted, weather patterns will start to change. As we know, storms will become more severe and floods will become more frequent. Virginia needs to prepare for, respond to, and recover from these increasingly dangerous weather events. The members of my commission Those who are with me today and those who could not make it are some of the brightest minds that we have in the Commonwealth of Virginia. I long ago learned from Jack Kennedy when he got elected president. He said to be a successful politician, always hire people who are smarter than you. And I've done a very good job of that. It makes you look good at the end of the day, folks. But the folks I have appointed are uniquely suited to work together. Democrats and Republicans working across partisan and ideological lines to find solutions to these big issues that we face. Their job is not easy, I understand that, and they're not always going to agree. But I want everybody in this commission to understand I do want a good, healthy debate, but you will always have my support. You cannot be aggressive enough for me. So I am all in, as the folks in this room are, to do what we need to do, and this report will be on my desk in exactly 1 year from today, and let's plan on coming back down here and unveiling all of those recommendations, and let's all make a date, and we'll come back here.
Members of the commission want to come up.
Everybody ready? You all ready? Here it is. Next. We are now going to tour the park. So we've had a great day. We just had our big meeting. We just took some Black Hawk helicopters to tour the entire area to see evacuation routes. Now we're going to tour the park. Signed our executive order. What a day this is for us. Perfect day.